Hi there and welcome to a new review. Now, I don't think I need to tell you which brand this is because Q3 will probably work. And that's where I want to start with. You see, back in the day Audi wanted all their models to have the significant Audi styling details to make sure that their models would stand out. Today Audi is doing very well, which means they can sort of start to give each model their own face and styling. And I think they did very well with the new Q3. First of all, they lifted the front a bit, placed the headlights higher and gave it some aggressive lines on the hood. The reason for this is because the previous model looked a bit silly because the hood and front were very low in proportion to the rest of the car. They also gave it a way bigger grille, LED headlights. Now these come together with the ProLine S package, together with the S-Line interior and the virtual cockpit and a lot more, but we'll talk about that later on. This one has the 18-inch alloy wheels, or you can have 20-inch wheels. They are a bit pricey, but they come with the S-Line exterior package, so it will save you some money. Now at the back, there isn't as much change as at the front. You have these LEDs, which are standard, a cool looking spoiler, and they gave it some wider hips. But here we go again, fake exhausts. But I do not really have a complaint about it because I think they look pretty cool here. Still, it's a shame that they didn't make them real, but who cares actually, right? Now let's do the boot space. So in the back of the Q3 you have 530 liters of boot space, some nice tethering points, 4 of them. You can increase the boot space to 675 liters because you can slide the back seats forward or backwards, obviously, and that will increase to 675 liters. Now you can also fold away the seats, of course, which is a bit of a workout because I can do this one here, but then I have to walk all around again and do this one because the levers are down here by the seats. But there you go. Now by doing this you will increase the space to over 1500 liters, which is really a lot. So a lot of storage in the new Audi. Also 2 spaces here on the sides. But you don't get these with the Quattro version. But all in all, a lot of space in the new Q3, and I would say perfect for a holiday or family trip. Enough space, more than enough. Now let's start with the infotainment screen. It's the same as the one in an A6 or A7. Apart from the climate control, these are operated with the buttons down here. And they do look a lot like the ones in a Volkswagen, but still they look very luxurious, so I'm not gonna complain about that. And the virtual cockpit, which I really like. It shows all the information you want to, from your navigation to media to information about the car, all together with the dials, so you don't get distracted too much from the road. I love the S-Line steering wheel. They've cut off the bottom half, so it gives a really sporty look and it feels really nice and very strong. And here in the door you have a place for your 2-liter bottle or a lot more if you want to. It's a really big storage area here. There's also a place here for your mobile phone, which will charge wirelessly. So that's really nice. You have two cup holders here in the middle. which I do have complaint about, because if you have a manual, they're sort of in the way when you're changing gear, but if you have the 7-speed S-tronic gearbox, this is no problem at all. And here you have the armrest, which also has a little storage area. It's not too much, but you can still store a lot of things there. So yes, very nice. I love the interior. Audis have always been up to date with their interior. So let's move to the back. So in the back of the Q3 you also have a lot of leg room, a lot of headroom, more than enough. In the middle here you have some air conditioning, a 12-volt port and some USB ports. Here in the middle you have this armrest, which also functions as a cup holder. If you don't have any space left in the doors, you can put your bottles in here if you want to. And look, even in the middle I have more than enough headroom and legroom left. So yeah, you could quite comfortably travel with 3 people in the back very easily. Let's go to the front. So let's drive it. This is the 35 TFSI model, and as you may have noticed, the engine indication has changed from Audi recently. Now if you watched our review about the A6, you probably have already seen this. But basically, how bigger the number, how more power it has. So this, the 35 TFSI engine, makes 150 horsepower from 1.5 4-cylinder engine. For now, the 45 TFSI is the fastest with 240 horsepower. The 35 TFSI is already pretty fast. I mean, 9.2 seconds from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour. Which is very reasonable for the base model. I would say it's very quiet in here. It's comfortable. Only thing I have is I get a bit of wind noise from the side here, but it's very windy outside today, so I don't think that's a fair conclusion. Another thing which I would really recommend, apart from the 7-speed S-tronic gearbox, you don't get this as standard, so I would recommend the gearbox, but I would also recommend the active dampers. And now this adds a lot to the comfort and to the performance. So another big recommendation there. Again, 150 horsepower is more than enough for the most people. It's a really good car, and it drives very well, like you would expect from an Audi. The relationship between price and quality is very nice. It's a bit more serious than the Q2, but a bit more playful than the Q5. With this, Audi has made a very nice car. It's now a modern crossover on some steroids. I mean, it's quiet, it's comfortable, and the 1.5 TFSI engine is fast when you need it to. It has the power when you want it to, but sometimes when you press the gas, it takes a little bit too long before it starts accelerating. But all in all, it is a very nice car. Only 2 complaints is the gearbox, which sort of changes down too late, and the fake exhaust. But all in all, it's a very nice car, and I love it very much. So now I'm going to drive it a bit more.